The Czech Republic is leading the initiative of purchasing ammunition from third countries by Kyiv allies for Ukraine's defense against Russian aggression. The first batch, tens of thousands of shells, was delivered to Ukraine in June as part of this initiative. According to the Czech government, additional supplies are being made monthly. To purchase ammunition, Prague is using part of the income from frozen Russian assets, according to the Czech defense minister.
These are deliveries of sensitive military equipment to a country at war with an aggressor. Therefore, we cannot provide more detailed information as we could endanger aid to Ukraine. However, I can say that thanks to the use of funds from frozen Russian assets released by the European Union, we are able to supply Ukraine with several 100,000 large-caliber ammunition units. Zhanna Chernysova, Czech defense minister, on the minister's website.
In May 2024, the EU Council decided to annually allocate 90% of the income from frozen Russian assets to assist Ukraine. This year, Kyiv will receive 1.4 billion euros. Additionally, at the June summit of the Group of Seven, allies agreed to provide Ukraine with a loan of 50 billion euros. The collateral for this loan should come from the income of frozen Russian assets. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz announced support for the G7 initiative.
Germany has been and remains the strongest supporter of Ukraine in Europe, and we continue our support, a 50 billion euro loan, which we initiated together with the Group of Seven. This will allow Ukraine to purchase weapons on a large scale. It can rely on this. Olaf Scholz, German Chancellor, on social network X. When the largest economy in Europe, Germany, and its representatives are not fundamentally opposed, this suggests that there is already a consensus decision within the European community, and these funds will most likely be allocated. The legal framework is already defined, and there is a high probability that these funds will indeed become available, whether for financing or purchasing weapons for Ukraine or for financing certain expenses.
And while there has been real progress regarding the use of income from frozen Russian assets to assist Ukraine, the idea of confiscating the assets of the Central Bank of Russia has faced considerable resistance. Some countries of the Global South, including China, Indonesia and Saudi Arabia, have become consistent opponents of this. According to Bloomberg, Riyadh even hinted to EU representatives that it would sell European debt obligations if the G7 decided to confiscate the Central Bank of Russia's funds. Analysts say that Moscow is using certain Global South countries to counteract the confiscation of Russian assets. However, consensus on the issue is still possible.
The successful experience of the UN Compensation Commission in the case of Iraq demonstrates that the united international community is capable of forcing an aggressor to pay for its illegal actions. Ivan Horoditsky, lawyer, and Sofia Kosarevich, analyst, from a publication in European Pravda.
In total, assets of the Central Bank of Russia worth 260 billion euros were frozen in G7 countries, the EU and Australia, after the start of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Most of these assets are held in the European depository Euroclear in Belgium. Reported by Pavlo Shtelmach, Andriy Dmitrenko, UATV News.